Stacey Dash. Shout out to the coons. We had fun. Stacey Dash got her dumb ass fired, and I am so glad. Girl, they told Stacey Dash to get your little check and move your ass on out the way. Stacey Dash, I don't know what you're gonna do because you got fired from Fox News. Who get fired from Fox News? Who gets fired from Fox News from spewing the rhetoric that the hateful shit that you've been saying about Barack Obama and Democrats and black people? Girl, why? You know, you should have known that Stacey Dash had some complications when she played that white girl, black girl in Clueless. So I'm not really surprised. So she been screwed ever since then. But Stacey Dash, I'm glad your dumb ass got fired. I'm glad that you understand that you still black as hell and they got rid of you faster than this. Like, they were not interested in anything else that you had to say, girl. They said, okay, girl, we got this racist white man in office. That's all we needed. Who do we not need? Because we don't need to be talking about stuff. We just need to be promoting his policy. So who do we got? Okay, Stacey Dash, get her black ass out of here. Oh, them folks gonna call her coon. Get her ass out of here. Who else? Yeah, you're good. You're white. You're good with me. White supremacist, white power. Let me see who else is in here. Okay, looks like we got one black person and he's, no, his show was canceled, so he's good. He's good. We got the sheriff coming back next week. We got his coon ass too. Okay, we're good. We got all the coons we need. We've met our quota. They got rid of your dumb ass real quick, Stacey Dash, and I don't feel sorry for your ass. And the internet dragged the shit out of your ass, girl. So I hope that you take this time to phone a friend and find out what you need to do to fix all this shit wrong. Let's talk about the Women's March. Finally something positive. I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be, okay, girl, you know, y'all doing a little something. But they came and they conquered and they made a statement. They came the day after the inauguration and they marched in them streets and they made it known, you are not finna stand for this shit. Now, there were some problems garnered with any march and stuff. You know, it was funny to see white women sit over here and make jokes about their vaginas being grabbed and all that type of stuff when black men here have been killed in the streets, and black folks ain't making jokes about that. It's serious for us. It's serious for us. So that was a little bit of a problem. There was somewhat of some transphobic comments. All women have vaginas. That's not entirely true. That's not entirely true. And I know some people gonna feel uncomfortable about that, but no, you don't own the definition. So I'm trying to understand how you gonna sit there and say it. Like, that's another story. I'm not gonna get into that because, you know, some of y'all ass will be shook by that shit. So I'm just not even gonna talk about that right now. I'll let somebody who's more versed on the topic talk about it on my channel, honey. And that's some people that I'm looking forward to, you know, working with. I'm just interested in just hearing other people's positions on things and talk about stuff. It's finna be an interesting year, honey, because we finna get these conversations out. We finna get this knowledge. We gonna get this work. So the Women's March, successful. What can it do? I think the Women's March is what the Tea Party was a couple of years ago. President Obama, I don't know if a lot of people watch anime, but President Obama gives me royalties. Like, he was supposed to be the chosen one. He was supposed to, a lot of people, I don't think he was, but he was supposed to bridge the gap with racism in America and, you know, have a conversation and stuff and, you know, make it seem we got a black president. I feel like we thought he was, but he necessarily was not. It's some Star Wars type of stuff. And he gave us the perfect president that we needed, and that's Donald Trump. And the reason why I say that is because Donald Trump is fucking shit up. He's just straight to the point. He's just straight to the point. I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you, and I don't like you. And people are like, oh, okay, really? That's the same thing with Chris and Michelle. She's sitting here saying, these people, like, you got to be quiet, girl. These folks are telling us to the face, and, you know, I don't think she understands how racism works. It's not, you know, how it was 30 years ago. People can be racist and not say, racism doesn't have to be me calling you a nigger and all that type of shit. It's way more than that. Donald Trump is the perfect president for us right now because he's getting people together. We're all coming together. We're going to work together. Like, you got all these people standing together and said, we cannot. And that march should have showed us something. That march showed me something that, you know, this is going to be the beginning, because when Barack Obama was voted in, when he was inaugurated, these white people and these Republicans said, we got to stop him at all costs. So that's the Tea Party was built, all this type of stuff. They started getting people in the Senate. The Democrats lost like 1,000 seats. They lost like 1,000 and something seats. Like, it was bad. Like, over the years, it was bad. 2018, I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm wishing that we can get some people, replace these folks who have been supporting this man, and get some people in and have them where they need to be. So when it comes time to vote a good president, whether he's a good Republican or a good Democrat or a good independent, they can continue this message of progression. Because right now we're going back. Girl, I feel like we're in a James Orwell book. I really do. I don't know how to feel. It's really scary when somebody's telling us directly to our face that those facts are not true, and we can see that. And it challenges us to be like, okay, girl, you know, it's going. And And you know what? Donald Trump's administration will normalize lies. They will normalize lies. And that will be like, okay, well, that's what they do. And the media gonna have to stick up as it comes to people like us, independent media that don't have to walk that fine line, because Donald Trump's administration, they're not playing fair. CNN get on there and these reporters don't know how to respond because they don't want to see bias. He does not care. He's not playing on the same playing field. He's not playing on the same playing field as us. Will the Women's March be a message of how 2020 is going to be, or how 2018? I don't know. We'll see. Let's talk about some black greatness. Viola Davis is breaking records. Do you hear me? She is the first black woman to be nominated. I think 3 times. She's been nominated for an Oscar. I'm just so happy Moonlight got nominated. Congratulations to Moonlight. Fences got nominated. Just all types of black stuff. So the Oscars not so white, but we got to sit up here and remember that we need this to be every year. This 2017, it don't make no sense. Like it don't make no sense. So this needs to be a continuous thing. These were some good films. I think people are starting to get the message. Stuff. Twitter and social media. Social media has made these people like, girl, you know what? We need to work on this. We need to, and we need to put people in positions and stuff to work this shit out. And also, we need to really encourage, our own shows built for us. Stop waiting on these other shows to give us some type of award. When we got the NAACP awards coming, the Image Awards coming up, we need to have all our people there. They need all our folks. We need to empower them, because it kind of pisses me off that we be dragging shit out of the Grammys and shit, but then when it comes to our own stuff, we barely show up unless we perform it. That's another thing. I'll talk about that later. Did y'all see that video of T.I. getting his ass touched? Baby, T.I. was mad as hell. Somebody put their hand, somebody ass or something. He was mad as hell. He had just got angry, child. He was ready to go in. I watched it in slow motion. I was trying to see if the guy was really trying to touch T.I.'s ass. Was he trying to grope it? Or was it just he had his hands up and it bumped into him? Shit looked crazy. T.I. went off and he just was like, bro, I will beat your ass. What's your name, Brandy? I'm beating your ass. Hope Brown is mad as hell at Aziz, who hosted a Saturday Night Live this past Saturday. This was the day after inauguration, so Aziz made a comment about, comparing Donald Trump to Chris Brown. And, folks in the audience was out there laughing and stuff, and Chris Brown was mad as hell. I don't think the joke was appropriate at all. He looked nervous as hell up on this damn stage anyway, but I was, glad to have somebody else, a person of color up there. But he looked lame as hell. But he was up there. Them folks love them kind of lame ass jokes. I don't. Chris Brown fired back and he called him a lad. Child. I wasn't feeling that joke. It's kind of, I don't like stuff like that. I think Chris Brown need to know better than that. But he don't know better than that, because his nose can't even smell danger. So it's so many damn holes in it from all that coke and shit he been snorting. Like, I ain't here for Chris Brown. I just want y'all to know. I think he's a very talented man, but he needs to do something, because he looks really bad. He looked like a damn skeleton, and he looks sick and deadly. He just does not look right at all, and I'm just not gonna be okay with that. He don't look healthy. So Chris Brown, y'all go back. There's no reason for Chris Brown to be like a 45-year-old man. Get y'all ass some sleep and drink water, okay? Some of y'all ass me out here, Chris Brown, he just look old as fuck in the face. Some of us gonna have the generation that don't live past 50, because girl, y'all around here looking like y'all 80 already. Damn. So was it right for Aziz to make that comment? No. Was it right for Chris Brown to do that? No, it wasn't. But both of them dumb as hell, so it really doesn't matter. KeKe Palmer and Trey Songz. If y'all don't shut the up. KeKe Palmer and Trey Songz, what is the issue? So KeKe Palmer said that, Trey Songz used the image of her likeness or something in a video, and she said she went over to Trey Songz' house, and she sat and she was sitting in the thinking chair and you can do anything that you want to do. Blues Clues, and she should have found the clues. She shouldn't have been over the damn house in the first place. KeKe Palmer said she was having a good time. She was, a little tipsy. So she said, people said, hey, do you want to be in this video? And KeKe Palmer said, girl, I ain't feeling that right now. I got some business. I ain't, thinking business right now. I'm just having a good time. I just came here to dance. That's it, girl. She was giving us everything from Players Club teas. I didn't know what to, I didn't know what to think of, because KeKe Palmer really told, that's about the best story that she's ever told. And it actually sounded real, but she is an actress, so I have to make sure that I'm like, girl, So she was saying that she hid in the closet, and Trey Songz came and said, what's going on? Like, I don't know what KeKe Palmer, like, girl, you still get us a kilo in the BT? It's like, I just didn't understand that. So Trey Songz fired back and he said, girl, little mama out here lying. I ain't even doing this Twitter stuff. I hate what folks say. I don't do this social media shit, but you on it. Girl, shut up. Just say your shit and move on about your business. So Trey Songz said, you know, I don't know what is going on. Like, little mama is crazy. I don't know what she got going on. I honestly don't know who to believe. I don't trust Trey Songz, and I damn sure don't trust KeKe Palmer. So I'm not sure, but you know, if KeKe Palmer is saying that she don't want to be in anything, then Trey Songz should respect that. Trey Songz, I don't think you can show us as a contract or something like that. That's all. Like, that's all you need to do, and just leave it at that, honey. But you know, ain't nobody showing shit but shit on social media, so I don't know who they talking to. Maybe y'all need to get each other number and call and talk about this shit and leave that dumb shit out of social media. So both y'all sound stupid. But you know, it's a lot of crazy shit going on this week. I'm gonna try to keep y'all informed. I am headed to a conference today. I'm about to get on the road, headed to Macon, Georgia. I got a conference to attend with the health districts in the state of Georgia. We're gonna be doing some, you know, some work with the community and just finding out what we can do to educate the boys and girls on, you know, HIV prevention and, you know, other things. So I'm just excited about that. So I'm gonna be working on some stuff, get some things out to y'all. I love y'all so much. Y'all make sure y'all being safe and make sure y'all staying motivated and continue to not let this stuff depress you. Laugh every day. Laugh. Pick up, laugh. Do whatever you need to do, Gary. If you need to pull up an old black V-neck, honey, pull it up. Laugh. I don't want everybody to be depressed because this news will kill the fuck out of us. And African Americans, we already deal with a lot of depression already. Let me be the one to watch this stuff and give it back to you all in a funny way. I love y'all so much and I appreciate y'all for supporting me, and I'll talk y'all later. Bye.